Start our top stories with South Africa, where calls are mounting for South African Health Minister, Minister Zweli Mkhize, to step down after being implicated in a controversial multi-million rand contract that was awarded to the company linked to two of his close associates. Now, Mkhize was yesterday placed on special leave by South African President Cyril Ramaphosa.
Now, his suspension comes as South Africa is battling the third wave of its coronavirus pandemic without the health minister, who has been at the forefront of the country's response. Now, the special investigating unit is now investigating this matter.
Joining us this morning is journalist and editor Candice Bailey. Good morning, Candice.
Good morning, Breakfast Central.
Morning, Candice. All right, so Minister of Health has been clearly the face of the pandemic fight in the country. Bring us up to speed with some of the allegations linked to him and this contract in question.
So what we know at the moment, Lisa, is that a company called Digital Vibes received this 150 million rand tender from the department to do communication work for it. It seems to be work that could have been done internally by the department, but anyway, they got the tender. And initially, the minister said that there was nothing untoward about the tender. He distanced himself from any irregularities. He said there was no conflict of interest. But clearly, it emerges that there is some form of irregularity that has come to the fore, some of which includes the fact that two of his associates are running the company. They were very central to his political campaign in 2017. We've also now found out that this company appears to have paid money to a company owned by his son. It appears that they've paid money for renovations at some houses that are in trust that are linked to him, as well as another house that is linked to him. So there is some form of irregularity that is being investigated by the Special Investigations Unit at the moment. There's about 40 million rand that is still unaccounted for, and we're obviously waiting to see what the outcome is of that investigation.
Wow, 40 million rand still unaccounted for. Now, this is coming at a sensitive period, at a sensitive time for South Africa. How will the Minister for Health, how will his suspension affect the COVID-19 response in South Africa?
So technically, the president has said that the response will not be affected. You know that the minister had set up a ministerial advisory committee, and that's made up of about 51 scientists and senior academics in South Africa that advise him going forward. So the COVID response should go ahead. The vaccination is running ahead. We are gaining momentum on that, and that should be fine. What we do know is that I think it's the public opinion of the ministry and of the government that will be affected by this, and that might affect vaccination campaigns. It might affect people's ability to believe that government can continue with this campaign going forward.
Well, Candice, he has been placed on special leave. That's what they say it is. But there have been calls for him to just step down. Can you tell us more about that, and what do you make of it?
So definitely calls from political parties, as expected, for him to step down, and basically saying that he should step down with his dignity intact. Same to the effect that I was just saying, that it's hard for him to control the COVID pandemic if he's seen to be corrupt. This is not the first corruption scandal to hit our COVID response. In the last year, we've had another scandal involving other senior officials in government, and that was quite negative as well. So I think there is there's a question of accountability that's definitely coming through from the public and from political parties. Academics and other experts have also said that potentially it's better for him to step down because, you can't seem to be running such a massive COVID response if you are compromised.
All right, now, be it special leave, suspensions, him stepping down, people are asking the question, which is what's going to be the next step in this matter? And how will it be handled? And how will the COVID situation be managed in South Africa, looking at the peculiarity of things?
So in terms of the investigation, let's start there. The Special Investigating Unit have said that they need about 1 month to complete this investigation. As I said, there are other cases that they have been looking at, so they should be able to wrap up. They said that they are prioritizing it. So in the next month, once they send their report to the president will then make a decision. I think there's a political decision that also needs to be made as well as a decision around government and around the corruption allegations. In terms of the COVID response, we will continue. We are ramping up. The numbers are increasing. We do know that the vaccine program has been continuing. People have been getting their SMSs and they have been going. So that is running as planned for now. There doesn't seem to be any hiccup, but let's hope that everything stays as is.
All right, Candice Bailey, thank you once again for coming on Breakfast Central. Quite a controversial one in South Africa. Health Minister going on leave, well, special leave after these huge allegations in the midst of a pandemic. Not interesting at all. But thank you very much, Candice, again.
Thanks, guys.
All right.